Welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality TV, bitch.
Period. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Because we some real ass bitches. You didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing. We gonna talk the real shit.
We're gonna talk the real shit. If you didn't know we were gonna talk the real shit, now you know, nigga.
Not the ASMR
You
with the
know
mic.
very well who you are, who you
Ooh.
are. So know you
Okay. Okay, oldie but goodie.
We slide. Okay. What the fuck are we? Oh,
It's giving.
I'm your host, Pharaoh. We joined by our wonderful co-host, Lily. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This was a cute episode. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This cast is messy. This cast
Excellent.
is very, very messy.
Messy in many ways. Because why y'all DMing us the tea? Girl, people DMing
It's
us clips that we
nasty.
might have missed. Girl, period.
I love getting the story straight. We
Keep it
love
coming.
that. We love that. Because we're tuned in, bitch.
We're tuned in. Freestyle, maybe. So we start this episode off. If you don't recall, last episode, the girls got 4 beams at the motherfucking light show. It's lit at the night show. They got 4 beams.
They went from 0 to
2
to 4 to 2 to technically 1.
Yikes.
Big yikes.
Let me put these motherfucking pictures up. If you're a visual learner, head your way to YouTube because we will have the images of these girlies up on the motherfucking.
And we have our first official perfect match.
And we have our first official perfect match. This will be the last time you will see them on the screen. I'm sorry, because the screen is just a lot of y'all. It's just a lot of y'all. So
That's what really would suck. It's like, damn, Julia perfect match, but it's like we're not gonna see her like that no more.
Because I don't remember they got drama. Because if they have drama at the thing,
the honeymoon suite, they'll show it. Because I was going to ask, like, I don't remember the previous seasons. Do we get a lot of the honeymoon suite people? I know they show it like once or twice, but it's mainly just at the matchup ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully they got drama, so they show it or something.
Mother, because we need
mother. Because that's mother. I don't got my red flags.
Well, oh, you got something to hang out today?
Hopefully, nobody gets any. Somebody's getting one. Give me 1 moment. Give me 1 moment.
He has to prepare for the red flags that could be coming today. Oh, Lord. So basically, the episode starts off. We have Jordan talking to Brendan initially, a cute foreshadow. And she's telling Brendan, like, we want to get you guys in the truth with you and Julia Ruth. Because, we think that y'all could potentially be a match.
Mm-hmm. So they got to explore that a little more. Brendan has a diary room. He's like, Julia Ruth, she's been with Nathan. They've been canoodling, but I don't care because she's my match.
That's my woman.
Period. That's my match. Period. And he kind of ate that up. I don't know what to tell you. The next day, we see Maicha and Amudi. They have a scene. They're kind of canoodling. They both have individual diary rooms. How they're like, we're each other's match. When I tell y'all they have not said one reason why.
And here's it's giving. This is why y'all only got one extra one this week, because everything is giving very much surface level, babe. Every single confessional, and I will say, I feel like Maicha, especially because earlier episodes we have a lot of her point of view, but Hamudi child, he ain't saying nothing new. Every diary room, he's just like, I know Maicha's my perfect match because you just feel something. You just
feel it in your gut.
You just know. Girl, that can be a shit. That can be a fart.
But this my thing.
Girl, you could have ate something nasty the other one. You don't know what that is.
He don't know what it is in his gut. I don't even think Maicha was really thinking. I think Maicha was thinking with that, with the second, with the and I would be too, but it's
no, because they look gorgeous together. But is it giving perfect match? I just don't know. Because every time they discuss each other, it's like, oh, I love Hamudi or I love Maicha. I definitely live my perfect match because we talk.
We just vibe and we just have that thing and it's just a thing and I just feel that. Baby, fuck the feeling.
And that's why we've heard that a lot. It's like, just that feeling that you just know. Like, shut the hell
up. You don't know shit.
Don't know
only people who knew shit was Brendan and Julia, babe.
Like, period.
You not need. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Mind you, they clocked that. They clocked that night
Day
one.
one, bitch.
Now that's how you play it. Now that's Julia. Now that's Julia's mind because she knew. She was like, Brendan a little bit.
I'm gonna give it to Brendan. I'm gonna give it to Brendan because Brendan knew too.
He did. They both knew.
This
perfect match for a reason. I hope they make
it takes a lot for a man to like make me want to stand him or support him or want to see him on another show. I think Brendan did it.
Brendan is giving it. Brendan is giving it. I think it makes sense. Like main dude with the main girl. I don't know.
And that's exactly why I thought he would be with a bad bitch. Because you gotta
as is Julia. Period.
As he is. The fuck? I just knew it. I just knew it for him. He just has the it factor to him.
I mean, honestly, they definitely give. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't get into it. But that chemistry really is nasty. Like, on screen. Like,
through the screen, bitch. Imagine
you can feel it.
Next, we see Aneesa and Nikhil. They have a scene.
They cute or whatnot. They cute. I wanted to get into the booth already. Let's see this. I think they're the beam. I think they're the only beam that they have.
They're the one beam.
Because they're the only pair here the only duo here that I feel like is actually talking to each other. Other than just having a feeling.
I agree. Aneesa has a diary room, and she's like, he truly brings out the best in me. Nikhil has a diary room. He's like, I'm already predicting that we are a perfect match, bitch. It's no question, no ifs, ands, or buts. We are.
Period. We love a man who knows.
Next, we get a scene with two people who are not a perfect match. Leo and Brooke. And it's like, y'all still on this? Like, shout out to y'all.
And it's hilarious because
keeping the love alive.
They're very open about it. Like, they don't give a single fuck. And Brooke is like, yeah, Leo is my perfect match, but,
hey,
I sleep across from him. We cuddle at night.
He sleeps across from me.
It is what it is.
And we're here in the villa. It's like, period. I know that's right. And then they're like cuddling, canoodling, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm horny, child." And Leo's
my God.
I know you're horny because I am also horny. It's like, period. Like,
and it's like, y'all might as well just go to the boom boom room, bitch. Like, I mean, everybody already know. Everybody already know. Fuck them.
You're right.
Leo definitely don't give a single fuck at all.
What sucks about Brooke and Leo is that usually what we get is we either get all the way fuck the fuck out of them and we just gonna fuck every night, or we get, let's just separate and part ways. They're in the middle. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, y'all need to pick one. Either literally go to the boom room right now,
but also too
give it up, babe.
Also, to this game moved by fast. Like, we're already in week 5. It's like I feel like it's like they've been chilling, but it's like, oh no, the game's gonna be over. Y'all haven't talked to anybody else.
Nobody else, man. Child. So Taylor has a diary room, and Taylor's like, Leo and Brooke, they doing all this coupling up, they're doing all this canoodling shit. That needs to stop. We get a montage.
It's time to break the girls up.
It's time to break them up. We get a They keep saying this, yet nobody's breaking them girls up. Y'all need to put y'all foot down. Stop fucking talking to her. The only person who be talking is Will. Will is the only one who be telling them to break up. Y'all need to get y'all.
That's because Will, he got some personal interest.
My thing is, if I'm on TV and I'm on Are You the One,
mm-hmm.
and I see these people who still together and they confirm no perfect match, the way this episode would have been about me, babe. I would have saw them in the bed. Like, y'all need to separate. What the fuck is this? We've been telling y'all day after day, week after
week. You gonna go off on them?
I'm gonna go the fuck off on them. We're on TV, babe. Like, this ain't nothing cute. We're not gonna win anyway. We're gonna lose. Might as well just make it. Like, they're finna lose. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's giving loss.
That's thing. Leo acting like he got $750,000 at home. It's the Leo must got money because he suck the bag. He might, and it's like shit.
I want to know what he does for work because he's chilling.
He does not care. He says, I have Brooke, and that's fine.
That's fine. That's
all I need.
That's all he needs, period. All y'all need a man like Leo. I'm sorry.
No, for real. Because he's standing down for Brooke. Like,
standing the fuck. He's not leaving. The fuck. Mikey and Ollie, they have their little montage complaining about Leo and Brooke. They're not going to do nothing about it. Leo says, baby, I don't care.
Like, he said he would literally voluntarily go to the honeymoon suite.
To the honeymoon suite.
He does not care. Mind you, they're gonna match. They ain't even confirmed about a match since night 1. I mean, the first matchup ceremony. Whatever day it was. One of the nights.
Quickly. Very fast.
Early.
After that, we see Courtney and Will flirting. Now, y'all, let's just say what happened. So they start flirting a little bit in the kitchen. Courtney has a diary room, and she was like, Will just brings out my playful side, and he just makes me really, really giddy. And it's like, period, queen. So she starts flirting, and while they're flirting, he's like, what you want? She's like, can you make me a sandwich or whatever the fuck? And he was like, yeah, I can make you one. I mean, I was going to make you one, but now you're asking me to make you one. So it's like, I guess I'll make you one.
I guess they're cute. Yeah, I guess they're cute.
But let me get that. And then he was like, what you want on tomatoes? She was like, no, I don't want tomatoes. And it's
tomatoes.
Like, tomatoes. They don't say the cheese, I forgot.
Tomatoes.
Period. But we'll revisit that later. Put a pin on that because I got some shit to say. After that, Wally and Julia Ruth, they talk and they gig, and Julia Ruth is like, yeah, you know, Nathan could be my match. Like, I fuck with Nathan. Like, I fuck with him. And he's fine. He's cute or whatever. He's smart. He be talking to me or whatever, you know. My pussy be wet. And in Julia's diary room, she's like, you know, Nathan, he really ticks all the boxes. How you say? I can't.
Is this her accent? You can't do New Zealand.
I can't do mother. That's what it is.
And that's what it is.
That's what it is. Can't imitate perfection. I'm sorry. You just can't. It's impossible. Try to be Beyonce quick. You can't. It's over. So after that,
and that's how you do it.
Period. She's telling Wally, she's like, you know, I just feel like I need to figure things out with Brendan because people keep pushing me towards that. And she has a diary room. She's like, you know, it is easy with Brendan. When we talk, when we gag, it's easy. It just comes natural. So I guess. And it's like, you can kind of tell that Julia Ruth she wishes Nathan was her match a little bit.
It's almost like something in her knew it was
Yeah.
Brendan, but she explained even in the diary room after this conversation, she's just like, at the end of the day, I have so many walls up with Brendan because he reminds me so much of a life I do not want to live. So I do feel like in this moment, it is kind of like it's a triangle. Brendan wants Julia. I feel like Julia more so wants Nathan. And Nathan wants Julia.
And Nathan wants mother.
So it's like, I feel like we're going to get into what happens later on down the line, but it's just like, it really is a tricky situation that she's in.
Yeah, I agree. After this, Will.
This is such a hilarious conversation.
Y'all, when I tell y'all,
Will is not like Leo.
Will is the most strategic person in this motherfucking house.
He
said, I'm going to keep my enemies closer. Him and Leo have so many scenes. If Leo's not talking to Brooke,
mind you, every scene we see Will talking about Leo is something negative. So I don't know how he opens this conversation saying, you know, we're homies for sure. We respect each other.
Girl. So they're gagging. And I think Leo knows
Brooke,
because he's
keep your man in order.
No shade. Will and Leo, they talk, and basically they gag, and they're like, I mean, it's hard for us to get horny in this house because, you know, just so many people, so many pussies around. You know, we can't really do all that. And then Will is like, you know, I just feel like the only people who've been fucking was, you know, Julie Ruth and Brendan. They did it, and Brendan and Cece, and then it was Mikey.
Mikey and then it's like, wait,
Mikey and then just threw that in there.
I know that. We know that tease. That ain't showing shit.
Not showing nothing. Editing the whole episode wrong.
Anyways,
they don't show us the tea. And then Leo was like, well, and was like, what you mean, well?
Wink, wink.
And Leo's like, well, you know, and was like, Brooke. He's like, and I will say, Leo didn't say a word.
He didn't, but he knew exactly what he was insinuating.
But he knew what he meant. And so, y'all, the tea is.
Brooke, correct it down on Instagram.
Brooke says, the lie detector test determines that
was a lie.
And this is my thing. I think Leo Will want his girl.
He do.
And Leo was like, we done already did that, babe.
So you can hang it up.
You can wrap that shit up. The fuck? Like, Will trying to son Leo, but Leo's nobody's son.
But I thought in this conversation, I was like, oh, Will may actually be fully over Brooke. He had me tricked. He had me gobsmacked. I said, okay, Will. I was like, at first, when we first got the Courtney scene, I was like, okay, I don't really know how I feel about this with my sister Court. Because from what we know about Will, he's still on Brooke. But after this conversation, I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe he can focus fully on Courtney. Now, it's some things that happen.
Y'all, Will is the devil. I said it right here, right now. Will is a fucking liar. So many girls talking about he's just so nice and sweet, and I love. Will is a fucking liar. He's lying to you. I swear to God, I don't trust that man. I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him. Let this be an elimination game. He gotta go.
I just like every time I hear a confessional from Will, it's just giving very much strategy. It is. It's just
like he's very he's a smart girl. That's all. Bad girl though. Child. So Will has diary room, and he's like, you know, I'm not surprised they might have done something like that, and I just feel like they need to be split up. This is how you know he's a sneaky ass bitch, because you said all that in the diary room. You just said that to Leo's face.
Did not.
He pulls Brooke aside. He ain't never bucked up to Leo once. I ain't seen him buck up to a man yet.
Well, spill that tea. Clock it.
Then I guess this was his like man ego, because he's like, I mean, maybe I should just go up to Courtney and just kiss her then. And Leo was like, I mean, you should just go up there and kiss her then. Don't do it. Anybody but Brooke. It's like, period. Don't do it. And Leo's getting up, he's leaving. He said, you should go do it. Go get it. He's like literally walking away. He's like, don't do it, bro.
I believe in you. I'm on your side.
You got it, King. Like, please. So boom. We finna go to the motherfucking challenge. So Cammy pulls up, they all sitting in the fucking, what is that area? The foyer?
The living room, child.
I thought it was outside. Girl, they pull up somewhere. And Cammy, she's letting them know about the challenge or whatever. And she asked, what's the vibe in the house? I don't know why Brooke answers, because her vibe is only Leo. And the house vibe is something else. So she probably doesn't know what the vibe is. But she's saying, well, the vibe is good. She's thinking about her and Leo.
Me and Leo are good. Yeah.
We're good.
Still going strong.
She said, I'm just trying to go on a date today. Who are you trying to go on a date with, Brooke? And you know what's funny? I think she genuinely wanted to go on a date with anybody else, but how was that gonna happen when she wasn't thinking?
It wasn't given that.
So today the men are gonna play the motherfucking challenge. Cammy asked Julie Ruth a question, and she's like, you know, are you hoping for someone to maybe take you on a date today? Do you want to go to a date? And Julie Ruth was like, yes, like I'm definitely waiting for a special someone, Nathan.
Yeah. Well, she basically, but she like looks at him.
Insinuating.
She said, so when, babe?
So when, darling? He does not. So they have to play the challenge. They get asked a question about the women. It's like, is the woman attracted to the brains? Are they attracted to the body? Or are they attracted to the both?
Mm-hmm. They love a good Venn diagram.
They love a good Venn diagram that they're not going to tell us much about.
Hey,
so
2 seconds of challenge.
Yes, let's skip past that. Cammy gives them the results. She's like, most of you guys think. And I don't know why she be saying this like we give a fuck. But anyway, she's like, most of you guys think.
But that's the thing.
The most attracted to the brains. Okay.
This episode, Cammy, she said, I'm going to be messy. Okay.
She was turning into, like you said.
Cammy was being messy as hell. The catfish Cammy was coming out. She had her questions ready. So out of nowhere, she asked Akel, why did you think Danielle would be more attracted to body? And then you see Danielle behind him with the stinking face, like, what? And then the answer didn't even make sense. He was just like,
Danielle.
Look at her body. Like look at this woman.
Danielle.
And it's like, so because she's fine. So because she's fine, she only cares about body. That's not how.
Like, just say
that wasn't the problem.
That's the thing. He was thinking, who got the best body?
Period. And he was like, okay, Danielle. Okay, check. Okay, no.
That was not the question, sir, baby. So Cammy then asked, she's like, Nathan, you said messy ass.
So messy. I loved it.
I feel like this wasn't even that bad, but she really set him up. She was like, why did you think, because you said Julia Ruth likes brain and body. Like, why did you think that? He was like, I just think she does. And everybody would really agree, right? And she was like, well, Cam was like, well, does anybody disagree? Like, everyone agrees with that? And everyone was like, Julia was like, I don't agree with that, actually. And she was like, yeah, I think I'm more attracted to the brains and like if you're funny, because I've dated multiple different shapes and sizes. It's not giving the body hottie. Like she's basically like, Nathan, calm down, because the body hottie's not body hottieing like that. Like you're cute or whatever. And it's like, burn. Then we get to see on who's going on today. Cammy says the highest score.
Well, Brooks reads it.
Girl,
because
the highest. Why y'all
giving this so random?
Why does she give somebody give a different person the letter to read, like as if this is an award? Like they chill. It's like when you get your
Brooke,
son.
You'll get to read it today.
Like you can read it, little Tommy. Like you're a motherfucking child. The fuck. Anyways, Brooke reads that the person with the highest score and the person with the lowest score gets gone today. I like that, kinda.
And then she even explains it's like someone with the lowest score, clearly they need to be able to open up more.
To get on a date. Yeah. Because they don't know what the fuck is going on. Honestly, it probably should be, but you can't make it the lowest score every time because people just gonna start losing on purpose.
Yeah.
Boom. So the person with the highest score was Will, and the person with the lowest was Brendan. So, I was like, damn, we finna get the white girls on the trip again. But hey, honestly, I had hope for Brendan because I was like, oh, he all up on Julie Ruth. So Will chooses Courtney. And Brendan chooses Julie Ruth. It's like mother is going.
She's going on her date.
The first
she should have been had her a date.
First black queen on episode 5 gets to go on a date. I know that
really pisses me the fuck off.
But they made it. Mama, we made it. Nathan diary rooms all episode are hilarious because Nathan had a diary room. He's like, they're going on a date, but I don't.
But
like I tell,
he's like, there's no chance of that perfect match.
I don't care. Like
I'm like
I'm not gagged.
And that's why honestly, I was like, honestly, it's not given that Nathan and Julia Ruth are a perfect match at all because I feel like Nathan does not take anything serious. He don't take shit serious.
I'm sorry. Off rip, I was like, like when they were flirting, I was like, this is a cute banter. But very quickly, I was like, it's no. She needs someone who can have a conversation.
You know what Nathan perfect match needs to be? Mind ya.
What?
He needs somebody who will put him in order.
They sat together when they got a no match, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
I don't know. But
no.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Wait, no, he did pick Mind Ya.
I think they did.
I'm dumb. Shit, I don't know nothing.
You don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay.
See, I'm talking about y'all, bitch.
They didn't either, though. They got a no match.
They got no match. I was thinking, like, he needs someone who I feel like is gonna really
teach him how to
be on his ass.
You know who his perfect match really is, though? Dude. Who? But y'all keep counting her out. It's Dude.
We don't ever see Dude.
She hinted it. She hinted
at
it.
She did.
And they sat together. When they got the 4, and none of these bitches this week
doing Nathan in a match.
Bitch, why is it doing Nathan?
And Dude would put Nathan in his place. Dude, baby, Dude would not fuck with none of that shit. He laughed. Dude be like, "What was that?" No, what was funny? I was just wondering what was funny. Okay. No, okay. I was just making sure.
Literally.
Like, she would get his ass together. She would.
Hold on. I'm trying to pull this up. I guess I'll do it later. Oh, boom, I found it.
Okay.
So we go to the date. Wait, hold on. Did we get the DR? We did. They're gonna go on a jet.
No, well, Brooke said she was like, she felt discouraged about not being picked because of the Leo connection.
I do want to talk about that. Girl, shut the fuck up. Because
no, Brooke, baby, you knew.
I do think they intentionally showed this diary. I feel like everybody probably says this every week, but girl, shut the fuck up. Because Brooke says, I was just so discouraged because I haven't been picked for a date, and it's like I need to go on a date. First of all, didn't she go on a date week 1?
She did go on a date. There's a lot of girls who ain't been on a date at all.
There's a lot of girls who have never been on a date. And then too, baby, you can't go on a date with Leo, so why you need to go on a date? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That was crazy. But anyway, so we go to the date. Courtney has Courtney has diary room, and she was like, I really want to get past the little physical connection I have with Will, so this date is going to be very, very good. So we're going to open up. We'll get there. Brendan and Julia Ruth, they're on the jet skis. They're all jet skiing. We don't get much conversation, but we do see Brendan and Julia Ruth literally making out on the jet ski.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I say like in the chemistry. That's thing. All this drama that took place, girl, we know more for a motherfucking fact. When Brendan getting that honeymoon suite,
they had a conversation, and then they had a conversation. Guaranteed. And I would too. For both of them. Really?
Because I mean, literally, it's just, but it gives. It don't like they have so many scenes. Them, it's like it gives movie. It gives like, oh my god, she's kissing him on the jet ski. Like, okay,
they have heavy chemistry for no reason. So,
for a reason, because they're a perfect match.
For a reason, the reason actually.
MTV knew exactly what they were doing here.
They knew what the fuck they were doing. Courtney and Will, they have their one-on-one little date thing during the motherfucking whatever. So they pull up to a table, they sit down. Courtney has a diary room. She's like, I just feel a little giddy and nervous around him. And it's like, period. I know that's right. Will's like, here go Will. Will is a liar. So everything Will says is what the person is expecting to hear. If the person is expecting to hear, I want kids, he's going to say he wants kids. If the person says they hear that they want something to make him laugh, he's going to say, I can make you laugh. So she said she was giddy to us in the diary room. I'm sure and she said it to him. So this is how he opens it up. He said, well, I love making people laugh, by the way. Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking liar. She said you made her laugh and giddy, and now you're saying you love it. You didn't say you love making people laugh to none of the other bitches we saw you talk to. Where did this come from? Lying. God damn.
I feel like we have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
We don't have to do shit.
Courtney is.
So he says, I don't want to be loud, but I do want to be serious with you. Like, I want to be real with you, liar. Courtney has a diary room. She says, it's been and they're setting Courtney up. I know the future.
You do?
Courtney has a diary room. She said, it's been such a long time since I have a genuinely nice guy. This man is going to play in her fucking face. He's going to play in her fucking
Well, I don't know. In the preview,
face.
It gives vice versa.
she's finna play in his fucking face. Is what is gonna happen. Somebody's playing in somebody's face. I
in the
knew it was
she's shacking up with Mr. Nathan, which I definitely that feels more her speed.
It does, but they're not a match. You know who else is a match? Samuel and Roz, and they didn't sit together. No, yes, Samuel and Roz, and they didn't sit together this match. That was one of the
it was Samuel and Roz.
That was one of the beams. We're gonna put it back up when we get there. Okay. Will Lie says he wants to be serious with her. Courtney has a diary. She's like, oh, it's been a long time, blah, blah, blah. Courtney then said, she's like, yeah, I usually don't get butterflies. I usually don't get really smiley, but you always make me. He's like, and I make you smiley. She's like, I make you smiley. So he's like, I think I have what you need, and I think you have what I need. He kind of has a diary for the same thing. And it's like, you're just lying. So basically, Will continues to lie. Boom, we end that. Back at the villa, they're like, we're choosing Brendan and Julia Ruth, babe. Like, and some people are like, I don't think they're a match, so we're choosing them to figure out what the rest of the house is gonna be like.
Yeah.
Together. But it's like, I was gonna choose them because I think they're a match. Like, I'm sorry. After this, we go back to the date. We see Julia Ruth and Brendan. They have the
real couple.
And that's the thing. Out of all of these dates, this was like the most real. Like, and they had real content to their journey. They actually have real conversations.
Like, that's the thing is like,
I don't know. It's just real. Like,
we've really seen this build up of Brendan and Julia Ruth. Like, it's like something like Will and Courtney. This popped up today, and they went on the date. It's like, that was awesome. And it's like relatively on the show. Of course, they probably have been happening under the wraps for a while, but it's like just in general, clearly wasn't enough content for them to be caring enough to show it.
And that's the thing. Like, no one has. I feel like Julia Ruth and Brendan are one of the only couples. They've been like Anissa and Nicole who've had like real conversations about each other, bitch.
Yeah.
Or at least from what we've seen, what they've shown. And it's like, duh, they're a match. I don't know. So anyway, Julia Ruth kind of re-mentions that I don't want to be the person who's preventing you from going out and being the party guy that you want to be, because Julia Ruth has been in that life. She knows what it's like to be with someone who does that. She was with it in the past, but she doesn't want to do that no more. She doesn't want to be around somebody who's just going to want to party all the time. So she also doesn't want Brendan to not party just because she doesn't want to. So she's trying to not hold him back. She's trying to not hold herself back. She's like,
and it does seem like she's very still just like very unsure about the decision. Like she every time they speak, he's like, well, I feel like you'll balance it out, and I really like you. Like and I want that since last episode has been on the Julia Ruth is my favorite match. She doesn't know it yet, but I do. And Julia is very much like, all those things sound good, but your lifestyle is just not what I want. You know what I mean? And I remember I said that last episode too. When it wasn't confirmed, I was like, but should Julia be the person for him to balance it out? Like, what relationship does that become? She keeps mentioning it, like, will you resent me for not wanting you to go and do these things? And that is something that could potentially happen. It just honestly could. And like he's saying, it wouldn't now, but it could. It could. Especially because she's probably speaking from experience at that. So it's like, I think this is just more evidence of just like she was just not fully into it.
Yeah, she just wasn't sure. And Brendan feels like he kind of keeps telling her, like, I want that. Like, I won't resent you because when I'm looking for a woman, I'm looking for someone who will help me not just be a party person. I want to have a settle down type of energy. I want to be here with you, and I want to invest in you instead of investing in the party and shit. He has a diary room, and he's like, it sucks that we kind of cut it off at first because she kind of developed relationships with other guys in the house. So, of course, it's going to be a harder situation for us now because we had cut it off. It's like, period. And so he tells her, he's like, I kind of feel stupid that it would feel dumb for us to just blow this off and act like it's nothing. Like, I feel like it's something and I don't want to give up on this. And Julia Ruth, she has a diary room. She's like, Brendan reassured me that he's a step away from the party life. He's ready to focus on me. And that's cute and dandy.
And then
it's cute to say, but
and that's what it is.
Trust that.
It's like, okay, it's way easier said than done. Just point blank, period. And also, I feel like even in the house, like I think they've both done things to where it could very well prove that we would not work for outside of this. But I don't know, they're beautiful together. They have a cute kiss after this, and girl, that kiss,
it was passionate.
That girl. And the producers know because they showed it for. I was watching it for like 5 minutes.
I wish that was me. Which one you say? I don't know. Both. Hopefully. Brendan personality, like,
Oh, you wasn't feeling it at first. You didn't get that right last episode.
It's because you got to get the personality really through. He seems like one of the smartest niggas here. Everybody else dumb. Like, I don't want a dummy ass bitch. And Julia Ruth, that's another thing. Julia Ruth needs somebody smart. Baby, Nathan wasn't it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think it's mainly because, like, not necessarily not smart. It's like I said, I just don't feel like he takes many things serious. Like, at all.
What would you call that?
A jokester.
Back at the villa. We see Leo and Danielle.
No, I did not think Leo was down with the swirly.
Let me tell you something. A blonde.
I mean, hey.
A blonde. He's keeping it in the family. Gotta keep the family close. I know that's the fuck right. So Leo has diary room. He's like, Leo got a lot of dip on his chip.
He do.
And the chip might be big, so I'll give it to him. But I don't know the tea yet.
And that's the real tea.
I heard he was the tallest man in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying height always equates to other things being big, but I would like to see it. That's somebody who can have an OnlyFans. Leo, if you drop the OnlyFans,
oh my god,
send me the link. I just want to see it.
This could be a family. This is a businessman.
We'll be fine with it. We'll be okay. You can hide tweets. I mean, hide.
No.
Anyway, hey, no.
See,
no shame over here.
No, see, that's why the mic turned off. No, look at you.
But I won't. Anyway, Danielle has a diary room. Oh, Leo said that. Oh yeah, the girls see the way I treat Brooke. The girls see the way I treat Brooke, and they just see, yeah, like they want me because they see I treat Brooke so good. It's like
I don't think it's giving that, Leo.
I don't think it was giving that.
And then Danielle was like
confidence, maybe.
Well, and basically he tells Danielle, he's like, I don't want to hurt these girls. And Danielle was like, well, you're not hurting the girls. You're hurting Brooke, babe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do I know why she said that? Not necessarily.
Okay. Because it's like she's also losing out on the money. Like she's not gonna have the money. She's not gonna have a match. Yeah, like losing. You're also hurting her. You're mainly hurting her.
You're mainly hurting her. Both of y'all are hurting each other, actually. So get it together and get this money, honey, and then date after. I don't know. So Leo was like, I've gotten to the conclusion finally, these last 15 hours, that, I guess I can see Brooke with other guys. I guess we gotta let it happen.
No, that was so funny because he seemed so serious about it. But he was like, yeah, within like the last 16 hours, I've come to this conclusion.
I realized that we actually got to play the game.
It's my thing. I literally have written down Leo lies and says that he could see a chance because he was just getting Danielle to shut up. No shade. He's like, okay, Danielle, I'm done with this conversation because at this point you're suggesting me leaving Brooke. That's not gonna happen.
It's like, just shut up.
And he makes a comment. He's like, I can see I can fall for my perfect match, and I wouldn't care about Brooke in 2 weeks. I mean, I would still care about the friends will be built, but nothing in that serious. Like I said,
I didn't even write that down because he was lying.
A lie. But then he has a diary room where he lies again, and he said, "Well, I don't think this is a lie. You just gotta get into it.
He was lying.
You gotta break it down." Leo says Danielle is awesome, and she would be a good match for him if Brooke was non-existent. You see, you gotta get into the vocabulary.
It was very particular about what the fuck he said.
Brooke very much exists. Even if she wasn't on the show, Brooke exists.
Therefore,
the chance is just not there.
But in the world, in the different multiverse,
well, that's not Danielle. Well, it's not Brooke. See, look, I'm fucking up. All you want is Brooke, and that's the point. He
was trying to not talk about Brooke for the first time ever.
And he couldn't
help himself.
He was like, bro, Danielle is great. She's awesome. Like, but
had Brooke
not been here. And it's like, I don't want Danielle to be in this triangle because that's the thing. Danielle seems ready to dive in. So shout out to her.
She does.
Because the preview for next episode.
After that, we get a cute conversation.
We gonna skip a little bit over that.
Akel and Anissa talk. And Anissa... So Anissa asked, she's like, Akel, how was your last girlfriend? They showed it. So I'm going to say it.
Well, no, she specifically asked, was your last
girl Latina?
And she says, yeah.
Like, yes, she taught me Spanish. And Lisa was like, I support, because that really shouldn't matter. My mama used to ask me about that, and it's like, it really don't matter. We love is love. And let me say this.
Period. Truth boots.
Let me say this.
Truth boots.
Let me say this.
I don't trust you. Truth boots.
Listen. Let me say this. Listen, dead ass 100%. We do all this gagging. We do all this kiki and like, oh, okay, like this man's supposed to be a black woman, supposed to be a black woman. And all honestly, love is love, babe. Like my man is a Latino.
That's the gag him, but like,
I can't be gagging him for real. My man is a Latino. I really like this conversation though, for real, because I feel like, especially in the black community, it is like a thing where people feel like we should date within our community. I fully understand people who feel that way. Sometimes even I feel that way, and I'm not even dating within the community. So it's like I fully get it. It's all jags. It's all jokes. But I feel like if Akel and Anissa are in love, Akel and Anissa are in love. Period. Like if they want to be with each other, they want to be with each other. Period. And that's the way it is. So I do like that they showed the conversation, because it is a real conversation. Like this shit is real. We keep it what? Real. At the what? We have to keep it. Like period. So I did want to say that. Like it's all fun and games.
Wow. Okay. Because I didn't know what the fuck you said.
No, it's all fun and games. But for real, like we good. But
I was waiting for the butt.
Where's the black beautiful? I'm fucking with you. Like each their own.
I think they're cute together though.
They're cute as fuck. Boom. Truth booth. Cammy. I just had to take my piece. You was not gonna let me.
Truth booth. You didn't already offer niggas to send dicks to our DMs. I don't trust you.
Okay, for that's Truth booth. Cammy, she talking to all of them. She asked them for the tea about the date. So she was like, "How did they go?" Will was like, "There was a moment."
Girl, and this is like that feeling shit. He's like,
why did Will just lie?
We were on the jet skis, and we locked eyes, and you just have that feeling. It was like, this is it. No, nigga, you were on the jet ski,
having fun. Bitch, that was that adrenaline.
Like I don't know.
And here go Courtney again. This is how I know they finna play in her face, or she finna play in his face. Courtney has diary room. Will is such a nice guy, and
she said she feels seen and heard.
And I have written down it's a setup, y'all, because they are setting this girl up. They're either setting this girl up. They're setting Courtney up. Whether that means she's the fuck up or he's the fuck up. It was a setup regardless.
It really was. This whole episode really felt like a setup.
It was a setup. We're waiting for that. After that, she asked Julie Ruth and Brendan, "What's the tea?" Brendan was like, "This was one of the best days I've ever had, babe. Like, I was vibing. Like, I was fucking with it." Here go Nathan. I mean, I'm not gagged. Like, Julie Ruth had a good day. Julie Ruth had a good day, but she's coming home to who?
Oh,
me. Julie Ruth was like, there's potential here. She was keeping it real cute and real sweet in front of me.
Right. She said I was not going to come back acting like it was.
Right. It's not.
I have my man watching. I have my actual match watching.
Meanwhile, she was on a date. Lip locking lips, babe. But Brendan and Julie Ruth are confirmed going to be going to the Truth booth. So Cammy was like,
here go Cammy messy ass, y'all. Cammy said it's time for some mess to get started
for no reason. So she says, Nathan. So, if it comes back and they're a perfect match, is it going to be like you're sitting here are you going to be waiting
in the wings for her?
Waiting in the wings for her?
And he tried to be cute. He tried to play in my girl face.
Nathan was like, I mean, it's not giving waiting. Maybe
I'm just here.
Just here? No, bitch.
You're very much waiting.
That's the thing. You will definitely be waiting for Mother. I don't know if you're going to be waiting for a day, a year, a month.
But that's whenever
Mother wants it,
she's going to get it. So but that's why I said, and she wanted it. But that's why I said, like, I was like, he just don't take shit serious enough for me. Like, what was that?
What the fuck was that? That was
fight for me, nigga.
No, that was disrespectful because Julie.
What?
This don't have nothing to do with what happens later. But in the moment, it was disrespectful because Julie Ruth was being very, very kind to Nathan by not telling the whole entire house that she was rubbing up on Brendan during the motherfucking date with them lips. Brendan lips look good.
They do.
Because usually white boy lips, they don't be lipping. Brendan Lips was lipping in that kiss. You know who can't kiss a Moody? No shade, but Brendan was kissing. No, because I was just like, damn, Brendan is really kissing this woman. Like,
get up off Julia Ruth, man. Perfect match.
She don't want that man. She don't want that man. And people get to it. Boom. So they go to the truth booth. No. And so they're at the truth booth.
You are sick.
And if you don't know, bitch, now you know. They were a motherfucking perfect match. Now, who clocked it first?
Match.
We clocked that shit. We clocked that shit. Last episode, we said that was one of the matches that was sitting together. We was like, they was one of the matches. We said it in episode 1. And the show also pushed it a little bit. So boom, back at the crib, they were celebrating. It's like, hey, period. Nathan has a diary room.
I was thinking it would be a bigger reveal. I don't know. I felt like the moment would be like,
it was very whack.
Because they knew what was coming.
Yeah. It wasn't that big of a reveal, I will say. But hey, we got it.
Like it turned green. I was like, oh.
It was real. They were guys. Brendan and Julie didn't know what to do. It's like, period. Y'all are a match. Yay, celebrate. So back at the house, everybody back at the crib. Nathan has another diary room. And y'all, he's still not gagged.
He's like, that probably match? Oh.
Sure. She's still going to come home to daddy. And he was right. Episode, he was correct.
He's not gonna lie.
This is how you know Will lies every time he speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not saying you got to be a one nigga wonder, but if you was for Courtney and Brooke has been laid up with Leo and has given you zero attention, how are you still on Brooke?
And he says in the confessional, like he pulls Brooke aside and he says basically comment, well, everyone's talking about them splitting apart, but no one's actually done anything. So he's like, I'm gonna be the one actually gonna do something. And I just feel like, would you care as much if you weren't interested in the Brooke? I don't know.
Like, shouldn't you be talking to Courtney?
It feels like because of the information we know about him, he has a more of an ulterior motive to be doing this that makes it just seem so fraudulent. Especially when you were just talking to Leo either earlier today or the other day. I don't know how the days are filmed. About them fucking and about them being together. You could have said all of this to him. And you didn't.
And you did not.
So I don't know.
I don't know. So Brooke is like, girl, get the fuck out of my face. But she goes in the diary room. She's like, but in the diary room, she's like, girl, I guess sure. Like, he's making sense, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Because she was like, you know, he was basically like, there's a reason why you guys aren't together and things like that. And basically just repeating the same thing. Like, y'all need to get to know other people. And she's like, I'm not getting other people. I'm talking to people all the time. I'm talking about every day. Like, I'm saying, how you feeling?
And he was like, how you feeling? That's all? And she was like, I mean, I guess it's not much. And he was like, yeah, it's not much at all. Like,
mind you talking about having a feeling on a jet ski. Ooh.
After this, girl.
Child.
So, you know, everybody's celebrating because they just got a perfect match. Julia Ruth and Brendan were the perfect match. And in the back room, in one of the rooms, Nathan is laying down, looking nice, long body.
And I feel so bad. I feel so bad because the way the scene is filmed, you got Brendan. Brendan was overjoyed the minute they became a confirmed back to back. You can see all of his face. He was very happy. He in the kitchen happily cooking, girl. Like, and
where's Julia
Ruth? At times like this, I really have to separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean? I will continue to stand mother. And, you know, she you know, hey, she was drunk. She was drunk. Hey, I'll tell you, like, hey.
Nathan and Julie Ruth were in the bedroom. And, you know, this is Julie Ruth's last night in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, you know, closing this chapter. So she's flirting a little bit with Nathan. She has a diary room. She's like, you know, but this is my match, but baby, I had a connection.
Mm-hmm. And
that connection was with Nathan. So her and her connection, you know, start flirting. She's like, you was playing in my face earlier. He was like, girl, you know, it's the lingo. And the lingo turns into them making out.
I don't know how that happened.
So they started making out. She started straddling that big long man. My thing is, if there was a big ass man laying down, I'm gonna straddle it too.
I mean,
ain't he fine? Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. So she started straddling. And
she was drunk.
She was also drunk. Brendan, because the villa is very open area. Anybody
no, but that's the thing. So they're doing it. All he passes by, he catches the fuck out of them. And I know for a fact he wouldn't snitch. I know for a fact I feel like he wouldn't snitch. Because Brendan, when he was coming downstairs, I'm coming downstairs with a purpose. I'm coming downstairs to catch this girl.
To find Julie Ruth.
So after Ollie passed by, he walks out. We get a scene of basically Brendan walking in. And this is what it's so hilarious to me, right? So he walks in, he's like, wifey, stop cheating on me. And she's like, hubby.
She got caught, girl. She got caught.
Julia is sick as fuck.
She got caught, bro. She got caught. Talk about hubby.
He was like, if you want to play, your boy can play real good. I was like, he's the joint?
No, he was looking good when he said that because he had his shirt off and his pants.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Playing with his pants a little bit. What he say? He said,
"What you guys directly to the right quote?"
Yes, what he said because I was like, ooh. Anyway, he said if you want to play, we could play. He said, if you want to play, I can play. You did say it, but it's like I wanted to play. Anyways, and Julie was like, "We're not playing. No, I'm not playing. We're not playing." Man, Brendan was like, "But if we could play, if you want to play, you can play with me."
And Nathan, he ain't saying shit.
Nathan is as he should be. So Brendan has a diary room. He's like, it just feels like it wasn't given like Nathan approached her. Mm-hmm. It looks like Julie Ruth ran downstairs and got in his bed. That's weird. Then Brendan and Julie Ruth, they in the bathroom because Brendan was in the bathroom, and Brendan was like, I mean, that was just a bad introduction to.
Yeah, you put a bad taste in my mouth.
That could be good. Like this could have been something good, and you already started off crazy. Like, what's this? He has a diary room. He's like, that was disrespectful to me and honestly to herself. And it's like, oh, not too much.
Right.
Watch your mouth.
No, he's like, she embarrassed me.
Oh, embarrassed.
And it's like, she embarrassed herself. That's still mother.
Maybe you.
I feel no differently.
But Julie Ruth had a diary room, and she was like, I was inconsiderate to his feelings, and I shouldn't have did that.
Mature.
Now, y'all, I brought this red flag for Rima. No, I'm saying. I brought this red flag for Julie Ruth.
Not Julia.
I did.
You're not gonna give my sister a red flag.
I did.
You're not.
But
I promise you.
But listen, y'all. That's mother. Okay. So I don't know if it was getting yellow, but it wasn't giving red.
It's giving white flag. It's giving white flag.
I just can't. Maybe like a yellow.
A chartreuse, maybe.
Not red. She's not getting one. She's not getting one. I don't want y'all to be like y'all to buy it. Like, ooh,
I'll be that. This is are you the one?
This is are you the one, babe? Like I fuck with Julie Ruth and she can do no wrong. I don't give a fuck if she cheated on him. Like, I don't care if they were dating. Anyways, so they go outside. Brendan and Julie Ruth talk again. They're in private, or like, and they're in a section where they're only talk to each other. And Julie Ruth was like,
because it wasn't private. People were watching.
Yeah, she was like, well, Brendan, I'm struggling with the trust thing.
And he was like, you're not gonna gaslight me.
He was like, wait a damn minute, because why are you trying to gaslight right now? Like, you're talking about you can't trust me. And I just saw you straddling another nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
It's like that I thought was my match.
And he was like, it doesn't matter. He was like, it just doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. That could be anybody. And he has a diary room. He was like, I don't waste time on people who disrespect me, period.
Okay.
I was like, okay, daddy shit. I'll take it back. Whatever I said.
Right. What is his name? What is his name?
Brendan. Period. Remember that name. So Julie tells him today, Brendan got my stand card. If you
oh my God!
Anything you want.
That you don't have.
I can grow one.
Oh no!
Figure it out. We can figure it out. We can figure anything out. So Julie was like, I just had to say goodbye to that, to all of that. It was like, she
didn't say it like that.
She did though. She kind of did.
That's how she meant it.
That's how I interpreted it. But she was. I just had to say goodbye to that situation.
She had a connection with him, and she had to. She was
like, that was the only guy who sat down and tried to get to know me. This was just a guest, babe. Like you and I. This was just a guest. It was a little more than a guest.
And I was like, this is where.
Guest, but it was like a good guest. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely how you could say, like, initially looking at specifically the situation, like, and she even says it, like, she knows what she did was not okay. What she did was not okay. Point blank, period. Like, it was fucked up.
I ain't saying nothing though.
But she also apologized for it. She said she would consider it, and she knew what she did was wrong. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, she explains, like, this was very, like, Brendan was sure that Julia was his match.
Yes.
Julia was still very much into Nathan. Very much into Nathan. So for her, it's like, she just found out that she's a perfect match with Brendan. She has to drop everything that she thought was real with Nathan because she's now going to go into the honeymoon suite with Brendan. I can see after a few drinks, looking at Nathan, she was like, I gotta get this dick real quick. I don't know what to tell y'all.
As she should. As I would too.
And I feel like, and I do understand. Like I said, Brendan, I understand why he's upset because even though he did stuff with Cece and stuff like that, it was never when they were talking.
Yeah.
And this is kind of hurt because it's like they will confirm their perfect match, but at the end of the day, her feelings were never fully there. For her, it was always wavering. I think for Julia, she was like, "Oh, I have a few more weeks to figure this out."
Yeah.
And nope, it was immediate. So it was a big change for her, and I fully understand. And I'm making excuses. I don't care because that's mother. Period. And I have to say it. Business was booming, babe. Like, you can't get mad. You can't get mad. That's mother. Like,
oh, hey, Brendan. He said,
like we said last time, it just gives main character. I'm so sorry.
It's just she's the main character. Bring her back. Like, I don't know.
She got the perfect back, and then she went.
And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Great TV. I don't give a that. I'll say that.
TV. So Brendan was like, I understand. Because basically she was like, he was the one who was actually putting energy. Blah, blah, blah. He was like, I understand that, but you already, started this off with mistrust and stuff. And Brendan's saying this because I think Brendan was expecting this perfect match, meaning we're going to try to be in a relationship.
Yeah. It seemed like that. Like I said, the joy in his face when he found out there was a match, like, he was definitely down for it.
I can see how, first of all, Julia Ruth is amazing, beautiful, intelligent, smart, sexy, fine, hilarious, flirty.
Oh, is she your perfect match? What's this?
Damn, my point is, everyone will be lucky for her to be her perfect match. So I can see why Brendan was fucking elated, and then also very sad and disappointed when he was like, "Oh damn, now she's on this other man." I would be jealous too, and I'm not even involved. I could just be in the house. I would be like, "Damn, she's up on Nathan and not me." Like, I would be mad. Like, Julia Ruth is that girl, and he knows it. That's the thing. Brendan is a smart man because he's one of the main niggas who know that Julia Ruth is that girl.
Yeah,
he knew that off rip.
He knew.
So you gotta.
And that's his match.
That's his match, bitch. Like Nathan at the end of the day. But that's the thing. Nathan got that. I mean, next. So after that, the next day happened. Brendan is still pressed. So the girls start talking about it. They were like, Brendan caught Julia Ruth all up in bed with
I think it was Anissa, Raj, TK, and Courtney in the bed. Girl, one thing about TK is messy as fuck in the morning.
TK was she was in the bed, she was in the center. So the tea is
she was y'all. So Brendan went down, motherfuckers there. Okay, TK keep the tea. TK with tea in the morning, bitch.
So we see Brendan, he talks to Dude. And Brendan was like, I just don't want to be in that situation where I have to worry about, if we together, she might potentially see another nigga who she feeling and she gonna be all up on him. Like, I just don't want that. And he was like,
I'm getting so pissed off seeing Roz and Dude just as these side character. We're gonna and Wardo and Jordan too. It's like these like Mikey as well. It's like a diary room of we feel this about this, and that's it.
Even like Clay and Ollie, like, where are the people at? We haven't seen Samuel since episode 1. Where is everybody?
Yes, like literally. I don't know. The Aiden team is.
We haven't seen CC all day. Where's everybody at?
I remember
We've seen
a lot of
seasons. Leo.
I feel like there was a good bounce around, at least of a few of the main people. I feel like when it comes to getting to know this cast, I know Julia, Courtney, Brooke, Taylor, like see on TV,
and Brendan and Leo for the boys.
And that's it. And that's
Will.
it. And Will. That's it.
That's not even half of the cast, babe. Where the fuck is everybody? Maybe they're like the first half of the season. Because the thing, Julia Ruth and Brendan are not going to be showed ever again. So they have to put all of that for
Danielle said she's getting her check. Okay?
Danielle's going to get that check. They're going to have to. Because next thing, Brendan and Julia Ruth were central characters of like 3 of the 4 episodes. So they're gonna have to bring it to. It's gonna have to be somebody else. We know TK too.
Yeah, I said Taylor. Didn't I say Taylor Courtney?
You did.
Yeah.
You was going fast. I'm sorry. After this, we do see a scene with Jordan and Eduardo.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been,
and I love these little moments.
They've been matching up these last couple of Choose Booths. So they talk, and basically, Jordan was like, Eduardo look good,
which he does. That's a model. That's a model right there. I think actually confirmed.
He could model
a lot
of things. And then Eduardo was like, Jordan is very easy to get along with.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs way more attention than what I'm giving her. And she needs way more attention than what everybody's giving her.
Literally. Because I don't see how Jordan...
She needs to be the main character.
Jordan has not...
Now that Julie Ruth is in the... is in the honeymoon suite, it needs to be the Jordan show from now on.
I would love that. I would just... we need just more new of the people who have been shown in general. Like, that's the thing. It's the last half of the season. We need to see some other people. Okay, I'm tired of the same goddamn face.
I need to see Roz, Jordan. Let's talk about Eduardo. Let's get Mikey back into the CC.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We got CC and Anissa for an episode, and that was it.
We got him for an episode.
I would love to see more CC and Anissa.
Bring them back.
CC was cracked.
Dude.
CC is hilarious.
I miss Samuel because Samuel fine. There was a scene he was eating a ice cream pop. And I was
you would think from that first episode Samuel's gonna be such a huge main character, and it's like we haven't seen shit.
Maybe he coming back. Doubt it though. But he fine. I'm sorry. I said it. So after that, there's a scene of Maicha. There's a quick scene of Maicha and Hamoudi. They both were like, we weren't even in each other's top 3. And it's like
they're laughing about how they did not see each other in anything.
And it's like maybe y'all were onto something.
Because it's not giving match. No shade.
Shade. I'm sorry.
After
that, Brittany and Julia talk again.
Yeah,
they do. Mother and father, I'm sorry.
What that Julia gonna do is have a conversation.
We're gonna clear it up.
We're gonna figure this out, okay?
Oh yeah, this is the makeup conversation. So Brittany has the diary room. And it was like, I just felt like it was magic in the air, and we were on our way to success, and she was gonna be mine. And it's like, you was never gonna have mother, babe. No way. But no, you thought you were gonna have mother. And then Julia, she's like, if I was in your shoes, I would be mad. I would definitely hate to see something like that. So I understand why you feel some type of way. I'm sorry with the whoop. And Brendan was like, I would never want to make someone feel bad for a mistake they made. But damn.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and like both, that's why I'm saying, honestly, it makes sense why they're a perfect match. I feel like communication is just there. I mean, because it feels like that. It doesn't feel like he's trying to make her feel bad. He's hurt. And even she says at the end of this conversation, she's like, in the diary room, she's like, she understands she's hurt him. And she understands that she has to be consistent to work and get his trust back. Like, I'm sorry. They going into the truth booth. They going into the honeymoon suite together, but they need to make up. They need to make up. This is a couple. I don't know.
I hope next episode it's like giving like, so we're good now. Like I need it to be rekindled. After this, Brooke has a diary room, and she's talking about Leo, right? And she's like, I know we're not a perfect match, and I'm supposed to be looking for somebody else, but usually I would go for this certain type, and I don't need to be going for this type in this house, and I just need to find someone. So she talks to Leo, pulls him aside, and she's like, we're in this experiment, and instead of doing the experiment, we're fucking it up for everybody. So Leo was like, okay.
So you want to let each other go?
And she's like, well, we can go ways, and I'll be looking out for you, and I'll give you a look.
How?
I'll give you a look. I'm telling you now that I'll give you a look. I'll give you a look, and you'll know. And Leo was not having it. He was like,
not having it. Nope. I don't give a fuck about this show. I want Brooke, bitch. Fuck a perfect match. And Brooke is like, baby, mine.
She's like, look, we just need to play the fucking game. We just need to play the game. It's basically like get this money, honey, and then we can fuck after. It's not nothing crazy. Yeah. Boom. So we go to the matchup ceremony. We got some diary rooms. Anissa was like, we have 3 strong couples. It's me and Akel, it's Hamoudi and MJ, and then it's Courtney and Will. And it's like, and none of y'all are a match. I'm sorry.
That's the gag.
I'm sorry.
And then we start the matchup ceremony. It's so hilarious. Cam, I'm telling y'all, Cammy.
Messy ass. Just messy.
So she starts it off, JR, Julie Ruth. So what was the feeling you had when, Perfect Match popped up on the Truth Booth? And, Julia said it made sense, but her energy was kind of down. And of course, her energy is low. And we all know why. And so does Cammy. Even though she tried to ask this question, we'll get into it. She says, y'all don't look happy. Like, what's going on? That's the thing. And you can maybe think, let's take for a moment, Cammy, the host, does not know anything that's happening in the house.
No.
And she has to find out everything when she comes to the matchup ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
That theory gets disproven when she literally asked the question later on to just confirm and talk about it.
Yes.
No, they tried to get these niggas to talk and they were not talking, bitch. Because Brittany was like, some shit went down, did not describe what the shit was.
Nope.
And we just decided to be friends. I know Kevin was like, well, damn, bitch, smell the tea. Like, why were they being so secretive, though? I found that funny. Like, they was like, I
think they genuinely was feeling some type of way. Like, they was like, I'm not gonna talk about this right now. Like, we ain't got nothing to do with us. We're a perfect match, babe. Let's get to the matches. Like,
all right, get to the match, Kevin.
Our beat is up.
All right. That was like, that's all, Kevin.
Let's get to it, babe. But don't try to play us. What the hell? So Courtney goes first, and Courtney was like, me and this person, we hit it off, and I just think he's slowly chipping away at this big ass wall I put up, and baby, he finna stop chipping soon. Next episode. So there's a bunch of DRs. The girls are like, they could be a perfect match. They could be a perfect match. They're not.
They're really setting this up. Or if they are a perfect match, she's still playing his face.
Because they could be that one big. So Cammy was like, have y'all kissed? And it's like, why are you asking that?
Because Cammy is messy.
She knows the tea. They were like, Will was like, well, I just don't want to kiss her and it's not the right time. Boom. We go to the next person. Jordan. Looking good.
Mother.
She says, I'm very confident about this person, and he's the finest man in the house.
Not one lie told.
She didn't tell one lie. Eduardo, step the fuck up. So she has a diary room. She says he makes me feel the most comfortable. Boom. It's not giving much there. I hate to say,
but I don't know if it's not giving much because we just don't see them, or is it just not giving much? I don't know any of Eduardo's personality. I know more of Eduardo's personality on Twitter than I do in the motherfucking house. Show. Literally.
And we on episode 5. The fuck are y'all showing?
Not shit.
Anise and Mikhail, they match. They never kissed either. Boom. Cece and Mikey, I was like, huh?
Random.
Doing Ollie, I was like, huh?
Huh?
Danielle was like, this person wrote me off in the beginning, but, but she was Leo. It's like, boom. She says the tallest man in the house. That's how I know that thing lit. Brooke has diary room, and she was like, I'm happy for Danielle because that's my bestie. I was like, they friends? Best friends. One of her best friends in the house.
And it's like, it's giving this, and we know the setup is coming. Shut up.
Stick together. Blonde power. Brooke said, what she say? Oh, she said he on the top of the list because we go to the gym together. She picked Clay. Babe, what? Taylor picked Samuel. I was like, why would you pick Samuel when Roz and Samuel could stand together again? But maybe they were thinking, let's switch it up a lot to where it wasn't a lot of people from the last time, and let's keep all the ones that we know are a perfect match together. I think it was strategy for Taylor to not pick whatever. Boom. And because she couldn't pick Nathan. They would confirm no match. Yeah. She literally couldn't. That fucks it up. Roz picks Nathan.
The pick seem it doesn't seem like there's any strategy, kind of, honestly.
It couldn't be because Taylor was stuck and she had to pick Samuel. I don't think that was intentional. I think she just had to pick Samuel. Unless they decided before going, I don't know. Boom. After this, when Roz picks Nathan,
here you go, Cammy. And like I said, this is where it confirmed. So she asked that question just to get them to spill the tea. Because without mentioning what the shit is, because you get Brendan, she says, Nathan, what was the specific question?
She said, what were you thinking? That's it.
What were you thinking? Yeah. I couldn't even think about it. She was like, everything that was going on.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? And he kind of just laughs off, they don't take shit serious. And she was like, well, Nathan, as funny as it may seem, there's $750,000 on the line.
So let's be respectful to people. How about that? It's like, okay, man.
And he's like, I wasn't really fully thinking. I would like to just honestly move on and focus on Roz. And it's like, okay. Can't even try to get their ass. They were not letting her. They are media trained down. Okay, they was not giving her no tea.
None. So, period. We get to the beam, y'all. To the beam. Because they only get one light, baby.
Brendan and Julia Roots is already up, so they have a perfect match. That's 1.
That's one. And then they get one extra.
One.
Now, Aneesa.
This is interesting.
Kel and Aneesa thinks it's them. Maincha and Hamoudi thinks it's them. And Courtney and Will thinks it's them. I think it's none of them. Who think the beam is?
Honestly, Aneesa and Kel. Aneesa and Kel.
You think it's Aneesa and Kel?
Or maybe Danielle and Leo. I can see Danielle and Leo.
I was thinking either Danielle or Leo or Aneesa and Kel. I agree. Okay,
let's get into Aneesa and Kel, because that would be honestly sad if it's not.
Let's get into this team. When they got 2 matches, Brenda and Julie Ruth did not sit together.
Okay.
But
yeah, you remember because I don't.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, period.
Aneesa and Kel did. Aneesa and Kel has sat together these last 3 rounds. They've always got a match.
It's given Aneesa and Kel.
Let me see. No one else did. Oh, and Hamoudi and Maincha.
Hamoudi and Maincha.
So the only 2 people who sat together when they got those 2 lights was Hamoudi and Maincha and Aneesa and Kel.
Wouldn't that mean realistically there's no way it could be Courtney and Will? Isn't this their first time sitting next to each other?
Courtney and Will sat together last time when they got 4 beams.
Ah, okay. So maybe. Slight chance.
I still think it's Aneesa and Kel.
I feel like they should definitely go with Aneesa and Kel. If they were smart, throw the charge to Aneesa and Kel, the niggas in the true booth and figure it out.
I think it's Aneesa and Kel. Now, when they got 4 beams, Julie and Ruth and Brenda were one of those beams. Aneesa and Kel did sit together. So did Maincha. Woo! Maincha sat with Mikey when they got 4 beams. And Hamoudi sat with Danielle when they got 4 beams. So I feel like that Maincha Hamoudi shit. I feel like when they didn't sit together, they got more beams. So what does that tell you? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know if it's them. The other option is Courtney and Will. Courtney and Will sat together when they got those 4 beams, but it can't be Courtney and Will and Aneesa and Kel. It can only be one of them because this round they both sat together. So I don't know who the fucking people are. They only got 2 this round. Who were like they only got one other one this round. So it's probably either the Aneesa and Kel or the Courtney and Will, and that's like crazy. Wow, y'all suck. I think Clay and CC are a match, though. I think Clay and CC are a match because Clay and CC sat together when they got the 4 beams, and they didn't sit together this round, and they didn't get the 4 beams.
I think I need to see more of that, but at this rate, 5 episodes left, child. We even know nobody that's
like, they just gotta guess. I feel like that was a guess. It was a good guess. I think they got a beam with them. But period, y'all. We out.
Tiana, this was a good episode. The next episode is gonna be even better.
It does.
Drama with Courtney and Will.
Tune in next episode. We will be spilling the tea for the next episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We will be here for the rest of the season. Hopefully it's over fast because y'all are flopping. No tea, no shade. Period.
Good luck.